Only God knows why them stay so. Wolf in a sheep clothing, dog, them fake like makeup. Them no want save money, yeah, they don't them save up. Me see them a chat people business every day, them wake up. Oh, them, dog, you don't need classes. See, so them don't real. Them a try along classes. See, so them don't real.
No days for fear, I'm still not there. No days my week, I'm still not there.
Sing there, come back with chat each and every Wednesday from 9 until don't it. Oi, go!
No days, no fears, I'm still not there.
We're live on Young and Fresh Radio. We're live on YouTube. Young and Fresh Radio LLC. Also live on Clubhouse. Ready? What? That's why we have to breathe them.
CGS Chatty. Young and Fresh Radio.
We got everybody where I share the thing right now. This is the voice of the beautiful Kim Kelly. Kim Kelly, what go on now?
No days, no fears, I'm still not there. No days, no week, I'm still a bar. Father, got my prayer, I am a God. You believe in me, so I'm not gonna fight. Them days, yeah, the prayers, I don't want them to trust. At the first, with them, all like night. But food, I am more, I don't want them to love. I see rough, them pull it plug like.
What? That's why we have to breathe them. We not just people.
Then we take your business and tell the world that we relate.
All who can relate to that song right now. They out on all digital platform. Thing called Trust. By the lovely Kim Kelly. We got everybody lucky in and clocking, you know. Thing name come make we chat. No!
No,
and on my show, me just a DJ here. So turn it over to the beautiful hands of Lady Nikki.
Believe in me, so I'm not gonna fight them.
Chatty.
I don't want them to trust. At the first, with them all like night. But food, I am more, I don't want them to love. I see rough, them pull it plug.
Young and Fresh Radio.
That's why me have to freedom. Me not trust people. Then we take your business and tell the world. I see you bring the you a favor. Chat you with your neighbor. You will learn your hand them up plan the ways.
Running the forward on the YouTube. Please like, subscribe and share. Please. That's Young and Fresh Radio LLC.
The real one near me. The number people are crowd me. You hear me. A long time I know you.
I wanna go and run here, man. Let me let in the beautiful voice of Lady Nikki. Put on search for us right now. Go download the app in all the app store them. Search us for Clubhouse. Or just go up on YouTube. Understand?
No fears, I'm still not.
Young and Fresh Radio. CGS Chatty.
I got my prayer, I am a God. You believe in me, so I'm not gonna fight. Them days, yeah, the first.
Wagwan Kintach.
Just at the first, with them all like night.
Leah, Sabrina, Wagwan. Ready? That's why me have to breathe them. Me not just people.
Then we take your business and tell the world. I see you bring the you a favor. Chat you with your neighbor. You will learn your hand them a plan.
Sure. Cause
is my life.
Please don't just follow the little greenhouse, alright?
What's mine is mine, you know right. What's mine is mine, you know right. Keep the real ones near me. The number of people are crowd me, you hear me. A long time I know you not rate me. Watch how you glad when you see my fall lately. You and my friend, me and you and do the same thing. You see your true color and you shake it, dog. Me no want no ill, it's your fear. You jump if you feel I forget the cause. And then they say you're fraud. I'm on strength every day, every time. Anytime you see me, I no fear no more. You want me alone, me protect them. I got me now, follow them now. Follow mankind. I'm on strength every day, every time. Anytime you see me, I no fear no more. You want me alone, that me, you a guide now. Now follow mankind. Follow me up for freedom.
Wagwan unit.
Then we take your business and tell the world.
I got turn it over to the beautiful hands of Lady Nikki here.
You will learn your
thing name come make a chat, alright?
Is my life. No, you can't stop mine.
A fear show on my show. Just the DJ.
What's mine is mine, you know right. More time you see me to myself, you know. But I heard I start over 1,000,001 times. Then follow feed people in my life, see me. What mind of man? I'm a non-stop fight feed, yeah. It's the God of my provider. All the time. Praying people. Swear for.
Young and Fresh Radio.
Good night, everybody. Y'all know it's another Wednesday night with your girl, Lady Nikki. Come make with chat pan Young and Fresh Radio. All right, so big up everybody. Big up my DJ team, them. You guys did a wonderful job today. DJ Dean, 50, Look, 50, Q, and Reds. Big up on yourself. Mad Pizza Show, and my DJ here, ZJ Stretchy. Thank you so much. Clubhouse family, good night, guys. Prince, Kim Kelly, Caron, Universal, Shane, Lola, Tyra, Sabrina, Sean, Cadiz. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. So y'all know my Young and Fresh Radio family group. Big up on yourself. Good night, Lady Victoria. After Dark family, big up on yourself. Joanne and all on the big up on yourself. Stacy, big up yourself. Jody, big up yourself. So tonight we have exclusive interview with Zylan, the artist, Control. He's from Jamaica, Portmore. Yeah, we're gonna talk to him around 9:30. And we have two topics tonight that we want to discuss and hear. Shane Money, big up yourself, brother Monsieur. So we have two topics that we want to discuss tonight, and I'd like to hear your feedback, what you think about it. My first topic has to do with abortion. Do you feel that a man, whether a husband, boyfriend, whatever he is, should have a say if the female wants to have an abortion? So you guys can call in at 941-623-8269. That's 941-623-8269. Let me know what you think about a female just get pregnant and feel like she can't go 9 months or is not ready to be a mother again, or just don't want to be a mother, period, throughout our life. Do you feel the man has a say in the abortion? And then the next topic that will be vibes, big up yourself, brother. The next topic that we'll be talking about tonight is what do you think about a female going down on her knees to ask a man to marry her? I don't know if the persons on Clubhouse had heard my first question, but I'm going to repeat. My first topic is, do you feel a man should have a say in an abortion, even though they both had sex together and all of that? Do you feel that the abortion should include the man? And do you think it's okay for a female to go down on her knees and pop the question? The call-in number for tonight is 941-623-8269. That's 941-623-8269. And if you're on Clubhouse and you want to talk about it, say something or call, or you can just unmute your mic and say what you have to say. Remember, Young and Fresh Radio is a clean radio, so you can say, but just make it clean. People on the Clubhouse, remember to click on the little greenhouse and follow us so you can get the alerts when we start a new group. So far, a man saying, if she mad, dash him one seed. A female saying, yes, a man should have a say, of course. Big up yourself, Chrissy D. Shani, big up yourself. Me no girl come see a woman, I propose. Both of, and next person, the same person said, both of us make the baby. All right. The DJ said, fire for any woman with dash belly. The question about the abortion is, do you think that a man should have a say whether or not you should have the abortion? If the female decides, say, hey, I'm having the abortion, and she has her points why she wants to have the abortion, maybe she have medical problems, maybe she just feel like she's not ready to be a mother, she's not financially stable, and maybe she feel like so she feel married too, because you have a lot of people and all of that. So what do you think? Vibes, why you feel say any woman with dash your belly? Fire for that. Remember, I know, at least pregnancy is a life and death situation. Abortion is a life and death situation. Okay, so my people on YouTube is saying that, yes, I believe the man should have a say, but it depends on the relationship that she has with him. I don't see no reason why. Then in regards to the proposal question, I don't see no reason why the woman can propose if she feels like the man is for her, why not? Shauna, good night. Good night, Shauna. Let me just repeat by the topic for the persons who are just joining our YouTube live, our clubhouse, are just turning on the app. The topics for tonight is, do you feel a man should be involved in an abortion? Should he have a say whether or not the female have the abortion or not? And do you feel a woman should go down on her knees and pop the question? While Mr. Zylan is getting ready to call in, Vibes saying nothing wrong if a woman feel like she has the capability to pop the question. Still go ahead and do it. But all right, Shauna said no. In regards to the abortion, she said no. The man have no talk because of fear body. So far, she's the only one who has said that. People in Pan Clubhouse can chime in if you have something to say. It will if a man them pande, woman them the same way. Want to think about this abortion thing?
Man must have a talk, yes, because he may create a seed, but at the end of the day, woman will do what she want to do because for her body, you know?
Okay. Sean Money say, what Sean Money say? A fear body. The man fear have a talk, but a fear body and she go do what she want to do regardless. So suppose she go ahead and the man say, abort it. She decides that she not that she way. The pitney come. Is the man obligated to take care of that child? Since the man never wanted because he feel like him never ready either.
But that's still the thing, pitney still.
So you go blame the woman because you bring us to take care. You feel like say the woman to take care of the pitney alone at that point. If the man did say, dash where the belly, me can't take care of it, me then I want position right now to do that.
At the end of the day, they don't have sex and create a life. So whether I come or not, they have to do them job, you know?
All right. Point taken. Shauna said no.
That is a good question.
What do you think?
I'm a mother. I feel like if I was to be pregnant now and the man said I am not financially or mentally ready to be a father, and I decide to go through the pregnancy, I feel like I wouldn't really expect anything from him because he already gave me a warning. Would I pray for him? I hope so, when the child comes, his mind might change when he see the child, but I would already prepare myself to be a single mother. And I wouldn't blame him or, put him down, but I just try to be there for him and, try be a leader for say, all right, then. I know so once the child come, his mind might change.
Okay. I like what you say, Kim Kelly. I like what you say. Kim Kelly says something what is real. She now go bash the man because the man already say, hey, this is the situation. So the only thing what she's gonna do is like hope and pray and that when the baby born, he has a change of mind. I like that. Thank you, Kim Kelly. Shauna say, me not ask no man for, in regards to the marriage. Me not ask no man for marry me. Shauna, me need to know why you not ask the man for married you. Fire pan Orlando. If she feel like she's ready, why not pop the question that is in regards to the marriage? Why me feel say Nikki fire for that? How you mean you know how much people can't have kids that need one, bring the child, give up the child. But vibes, all right. Say in a situation where for 9 months she might sick, she have medical problems. Don't you what you think about the situation there? That's the reason why she wants to abort the child because she has medical situation that will affect the whole thing. Well, Nikki, for sure an answer, let me ask her something. One can call it 941-623-8269. That's 941-623-8269. Nikki look like you agree with Shauna. What me agree with Shauna with? I'm not saying that I agree with Shauna. At the end of the day, that's her point. That's her point. So you can call in 941-623-8269. That's 941-623-8269. Let me get Zylan on the phone and then we can go back to the topic. Give me a second, guys. Trying to get him on the phone. Sean, hold on there. Hello? Mitch, which one hold on, Zylan, hold on. Hold on, Zylan. Good night, Zylan. How are you doing? Hello? Zylan. Zylan. Hold on. You hear me? Hello? Zylan. Kind of have little problems here. Oh. All right, so I'm going to have the DJ play music for you guys until I get this phone fixed.
Bless it.
Good night, Zylan. How are you doing?
Hello.
Zylan, you hear me? I don't know what going on, so. What going? Comcast, I want my phone and my line or what? Go ahead, CJ. All right, the phone not like me tonight. That was Kim Kelly, Chardonnay.
Hello.
Good night, Zylan. I don't know what one.
I'm really not hearing anything right now.
You're not hear me. All right, give me a second.
Hello?
Yeah, hear me, Zylan? All right, guys, give me a second. Let me see what kind of technical difficulties may have here, so.
85 friendship, me no need it. Wanna go walk shell and them no my phoenix. And them will tell the trades all on the realest. Nobody feel like on a folly that they see this. Me just a bring it goes to life, so once me dream it. Now watch your big finger, them a come and seal it. Me life, them a watch out, I pray for delete it. We are seal it like pasta feeling. You ever wonder if life journey is a setup? Enough dirty style that every we take up. And what's so every day we face a fear makeup. And it's a thing we just not happen every morning as we get up. To the earth you have to firm from the neck up. Take a note of me, look on the man who check up. For the dollars, who push them chest up. Give them a place to step up to and see if them would step up. Hey, Father, me a pray over me hide them. But me a beg you watch over me. Me friend them a play and me behind them. So me if you do you wonder what them a pray. Control, yeah me a pray over me hide them. But me still a beg you watch over me. Father, me friend them a play and me behind them. So me if you do you wonder what them a pray. Them have man a ball spins and they a silly pint of fail and still can't get me out. Cause from my house real I run then sick of the rail. Them couldn't won't run me and run me out. Me now work in a stopping on a box. So me have to be the wisest crabbing on the shop. Take the key, be the body in the lock. But me have to do me time like the hand in the club. Wish I wish me mud in a me tracks. See me foot in a me clothes and me hand in a me socks. Hey, girl, I must see you see me crack. If me money can't do the work, run the money back. Hey, Father, me a pray over me hide them. But me a beg you watch over me. Me friend them a play and they be behind them. So me if you do you wonder what them a pray. 85 friendship, me no need it. Wanna go walk shell and them no my phoenix. And them will tell the trades all on the realest. Nobody feel like on a folly that they see this. Me just a bring it goes to life, so once me dream it. Don't want the big finger, them a come and seal it. Me life, them a watch out, I pray for delete it. We are seeing it like pasta feeling. You ever wonder if life journey is a setup? Enough dirty style that every we take up. And what's so every day we face a fear makeup. And it's a thing we just not happen every morning as we get up. To the earth you have to firm from the neck up. Take a note of me, look on the man who check up. For the dollars, who push them chest up. Them up the free step up.
Yeah, and fresh radio.
Hey, Father, me a free out of me hide them. But me a beg you watch over me. Me 85 friendship, me no need it.
All right, so we're gonna try calling back again. We're gonna try calling back again. That song was by Zylan. Pre. All right, yeah, hear me better now. Yeah, hear me, but guess what? Go on now. Me nah hear. It turn up. Hold on, Zylan. All right, so Zylan. All right, people not hear the caller? Huh? All right. Good night, Zylan. Good night. Good night. How you doing?
Very good.
All right. All right. All right. All right. So Zylan, we just play a song pre. So people, we are talking to a big bad artist from out of Jamaica for more. Zylan, make the people them, tell the people them a little about you.
Zylan, you know, producer, dancer, artist, you know, love music, you know, fun person. Definitely one of the best you will hear, you know?
All right. All right. So Zylan, before we go in depths of the interview, I want to ask you the first thing. How COVID and you, how is COVID treating you? And how it affect you and so forth.
Right now, COVID not treat me too good, you know. You know, for all efforts, because, you know, obviously
Hold on there. All right, them say you low. Them only I hear me. I walk go on. All right, we're not hearing better now because everything turn up, everything connect, and all of that. Hold on this island. Hold on there. Come like him internet, him service shaky. Cause oh wow. All right, I'm trying to get him back online. Don't know Wagwan. Zylan.
Yes.
All right, and I hear him now? Because they must say, Waka you hear? Waka, tell me Wagwan because may I hear him? Hold on there. All right, now tell me if you not hear him there. Please, 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 please. Them saying can hardly hear you. Hold on this island. May I try something else? Hold on.
You have to get it together, you know.
All right, me think I eat this. You not hear him now.
You ever wonder if life journey is a setup? Enough dirty style of death we take up. And what's so every day we face a fear makeup and it's a thing with us happen every morning as we get up. Young and fresh, you ready?
All right, them to them ear you know Waka say clear. Waka say my ear clear you know. All right, so Waka just tell the people them a little bit about you before we're gonna interview so them can know who is Zylan.
Yeah man, Zylan, you know. Me say dancehall artist, producer, music lover, you know, people person, father, everything, you know. Good, that's it, obviously. But as you know, you will see, you hear me in my music, you know, that's where my meditation is. So, listen to and we'll hear.
All right. All right, so here my producer, my daddy, my everything in a one right now. Music lover and all of that. So my question to you was, the first question was, how is COVID treating you?
Oh yeah. I mean that say basically COVID something, you know, wicked what we see in our time. And it not fear, as me that said earlier, with them never hear, it not fear directly as suffer me with food and stuff, but we see other people wait to do that too. Simply because them can't even operate or them normally operate. At the same time, we have see people are dead same way. You understand me? We don't know how majority of people them way catch it, don't know how them contract it really. You know? So it does they feel all we catch it same way, so we just have to just stay safe and how safe can you be sometime, you know? So something wicked. I may tell us I may face it for all kind of meditation, you know?
Okay. Yeah, the COVID.
And then with music industry, obviously, you see with music business right now I suffer greatly, you know? So that I wanted that something more serious for my mates as far as COVID concerned.
Okay, so you make you can't do no shows, you have to kind of give you a setback.
Yeah. You have to slow down.
Okay. Well, the COVID something you have to just go and open pray, say we just got through it. We got through the whole of 2020 with it. No, we're still in a 21 and it's still there. Just have to
Yeah.
just go on
And
with it.
it don't look like a tomorrow to go in either.
Not true, not true. So Zylan, your
Yes,
name,
ma'am.
Zylan, is it your real name or just your stage name?
Well, my birth name is Dwight Atkins, you know. Zylan was chosen by me, you know,
Okay, Zylan was chosen by
for a
you.
stage name. Yes.
So how did you come up with that name, Zylan?
Why one big old search 'cause originally, you know, because the name that I grew up with is Marvin, you know. And so, in the beginning of my music run, I used to do a lot of war songs, and a man just call me Gangsta Marv, and that just run with. And then when it started to get serious now, I need to change my name. You know, I was just searching, and then we buck up in some 2-syllable words, which I like that about names as stage names. And then when the name Zylan just popping in my head, you know, I start research it and try to figure out if it really match. And you know, I saw a bunch of different positive meaning, you know, and it just fits.
Okay. So what are some of the meanings of Zylan?
One that I could remember was a man with a mind of his own. Yeah, and that's definitely me. So I never did need to go no further.
Okay, and if you go no further, you just do your own thing and nobody nothing. Yes, no, yes, man.
No programming.
All right. So Zylan, you have a EP out called The Present.
Yeah.
The Present.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about The Present. I know say you have some bad song on it.
Give thanks. All right, well, you know, the EP, I just feel really sure now what may I bring to the table right now. As a year, you know, the third track on the EP was booked to me and say, but mama, bang, and no I dance all again. So me I give them a full version of the original and the new thing them put together, different tempos. You understand me, with all as much creativity as possible in a 6-track. So really market the brand Zylan, you understand? So that's what that was. And it looked like it did the work, you know?
Okay.
So we like the feedback, it's all positive, give thanks.
Okay, because all the song them pan it is just a gear. You can relate to everybody can relate to it, and it's just strictly positivity. People, I don't know. Last week I played the ZJ played the dub, but I don't think that was on the EP. That was just a song.
Oh, right. No say. I don't know how Waka done rate your soccer. That song there. That song there is a bomb you get, you know. It's a lifetime dub that shit.
Yeah, I love it, dub man. I respect for it, dub. So Zylan, the people them want to know right now, because me want to know too. Cause your voice, you know, your voice. So can I go personally? I know. Are you currently in a relationship?
Yes, man. I have somebody special in my life. I keep my personal life semi-private. You know, I really like a big long discussion on the interviews and stuff.
All right.
You understand?
All right. So
But
you're off limits. You're off limits. That's it. You're off limits.
Yes, man. So the fans them welcome same way. They just, you know, because they more like the music, like the swag, like the personality.
Yeah. Yeah. So Zylan is off limits, and right now him come back with him EP, giving you guys a different Zylan, different tempo, just a different meds. As him said earlier, him went Warface and be a gun tune and all them something them used to play. Now him kind of come to the conscious and all of that. Right now.
Yeah, man. Music with the fun, man. Yeah, that's a culture, dancer, boom, reggae.
Positivity,
you know?
Straight positivity. Are you mentioned that you're a producer already, But is there any other producers you're working with right now?
Right now, currently working. Right now, I do Cloudix and it's after it's. We really have projects with right now. AJT Music, big up cards, produce 2 tracks on the EP they took. I understand me, but I don't like it now opening up, but who currently I work with right now, it's after it's Cloudix, Wakadan, That's how we do right now. So anything else, we have some other projects like Dollar Big Up, yes, we have project one thing will come with general, that's all right. So, but other than that, let's keep the music real steady, Good energy. Anybody who come on and we have good energy with, we just do good music and just make it work.
Okay, so you say you have new projects coming on, but is there any shows that you are currently working to have in the near future?
Well, right now, Jamaica run different from Friday, because the show can't really go on. But at the same time now, we set up one virtual stage already throughout the pandemic, and right now, we have set it up on a bigger level soon. But other than that, we don't have nothing really take place right now, so we're official right now. So we just have to go put your own little things together, and different little performance online and stuff. But no really, no shows, no party can keep. I mean, I have to run from the police, them and something.
All right. Just to try keep it on a level. From the EP that you have out right now, which one of the songs you believe is the best song you did? I know you're going to say all your song them bad and all of that, but which one you really believe is like
the best one? We can't do this to me now.
Is the best one, and why you feel like the one there are the best out of all the 6?
I don't really want to curve what you say, but I'm going to give them the emotions. Like, each one of them have their own like a special thing about them to me and writing. You understand me? Like, maybe a different kind of emotion, but the same type of effort. But the one that I sing to myself most is the number 2 track, Pray. My friends say once that come in and stepping on my shoes was before it. I think book 2 was before it, but that's the song where really,
Butterfly.
A match me met.
Okay.
Butterfly.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, dance all, man, it can't boring, man, it has to have some twist, man. So, Butterfly now, you see what it is about,
Right.
Something for ladies, them, because they don't know about the thing, them not nice if the woman, them not enjoy themselves, you understand? So, we have to sing for the woman enough to, Butterfly, rough cuff, yeah.
All right, so tell me I go ask the DJ if he run a couple of the tracks off of your EP and then make the people them hear what go on.
Yeah, all right, do that then.
Yeah,
bless. Control.
Stay up on the line.
DJ, big him up.
As DJ stretches, stay up on the line still. Me still have you on my line. Just hold on.
Yes, man. Control.
Oh, you run me so.
85
we ain't running, we just a big up the DJ.
Go walk shell and them down a Phoenix. And them will tell the Trade-Zylan and the realest. Nobody feel like on a folly that we see this. Me just a bring it goals to life, so once me dream it. Don't watch your big finger, them will come and seal it. Me life, them will watch out, I pray for delete it. We are seeing it like pasta feeling. You ever wonder if life
so
turns
people,
into
the song your name Pre. The song your name Pre by Zylan. It's him I talk about, so hear it.
Friendship, me no need it. Go walk shell and them down a Phoenix. And them will tell the Trade-Zylan and the realest. Nobody feel like on a folly that we see this. Me just a bring it goals to life, so once me dream it. Don't watch your big finger, them will come and seal it. Me life, them will watch out, I pray for delete it. We are seeing it like pasta peeling. You ever wonder if life journey is a setup? Enough dirty style that every we take up. And what's so every day we face a fear makeup. And it's a thing where does not happen every morning as we get up. To the earth you have to firm from the neck up. Take a note of the look on the man who check up. For the dollars, who push them chest up. Give them a play for step up to and see if them would have step up. Hey, father me a pray over me hide them. But me a beg you watch over me. Me friend them a play and they will behind them. So me if we do you wonder what them a pray. Control, yeah me a pray over me hide them. But me still a beg you watch over me. Father me friend them a play and they will behind them. So me if we do you wonder what them a pray. Them have man a bowl spins and they a silly pint of fail and still can't get me out. Cause from my house rail I run against the cut the rail. Them couldn't won't run me and run me out. Me now work for no stopping on no back. So me have to be the wisest crabbing on the shop. Take the key, be the body in the lock. But me have to do me time like the hand in the club. Wish I wish me mud in me tracks. See me foot in me clothes and me hand in me socks. Hey, girl, I must see you see me crack. If me money can't do the work, run the money back. Hey, father, me a pray out and me hide them.
Alright, the bad song. Free.
Young and Fresh Radio.
Control.
Yeah, man.
Bad song that you know. So
We
you
are
say,
free out of we hide them.
yeah man, bad song. So Zylan, you said this is when you feel like it's your pre, this is when you're more.
Yeah, man, I hate me really, you know. Maybe that's the situation. My life, you know. Don't you style it if you all always pick up, you know, but I'm not all always follow it up, yeah?
True.
So, we see it, is it? So, it's a go, stepping on my shoes, I said kind of vibe, you know, but I don't want to kind of have the punch.
Okay. I love stepping on your shoes. I love the one, the bad too. I love all of them. I can't really choose. I love all of them. All 6 of them just bad. All of them have their own meaning, have their own message. I love all of them. I not lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
Yes,
have
sir.
to
Yes,
have
sir.
to get
That means that the work.
Yes, man. Zylan, how long have you been doing music, or at what age did you start doing music, and why did you do it?
You know, all right, 2 things we find in my life journey where I'm passionate about is playing football and music, right? And the older I got, the more I go closer to music, you understand? And seriously, when time I started seriously to myself was in 2002, you understand? We take that right to song them from 2001, you know, but it was 2002 when we decided, you know, is it? But it started out from when I was really young, and we started with our right song with my older brother, and we had to sing other people's song and clash one another, and then we had school, we had beat desk and sing song where we are here on radio. The love always did it, but the older I got, the closer I got to music.
Okay, so you've
and
been
to me
doing
today.
Okay, so you've been doing it at that's very tender age, and you clash and all of that with your older brother, with other people, but you really took it serious back in 2002.
Yeah.
So any inspiration,
Yeah,
any inspiration from any artist who inspired you to say, you know what? Yeah, me I go on the road, yeah.
Not direct. Whenever I really hear, but I know enough artists. But I never really get this from a man who say, yeah man, you that thing bad. You know, but not that them not feel that way there, but that just never come across. But them inspire me in a different way, you know, from what them do. You understand? That's the kind of inspiration that me get so far. Maybe me not there on the one, you know, as much as, you know, to where them would get the opportunity to listen to and say, oh, boom. And then I forget a time when a man said that, you know, sorry about that, but I can't remember, man. Listen to me thing, the man say, boom, you go on the road. Wait, as an artist, we're out there, we can say, yeah, Pinchers did say that, boom did say that. You know, but Pinchers work still inspire me. You know, because enough of them songs we used to practice off and sing. You know, even when we ever have it as practice, it was just the love. And that's that. So, hope that answered the question. Yeah.
Yeah, answer question. Any collabs, any collabs coming soon? Any?
You know, say collabs. Working on some projects right now, but don't know definite yet. So we can't even talk about it. You understand?
All right.
But there's a project coming out where I look to collab for really do the thing, but not really do it yet. So I can't really say, yeah, this is going to happen or this is coming soon because it's not done yet. Right?
All right. So persons who just joined the YouTube or the app or Clubhouse, we are live with Zylan, the artist, Control, out of Portmore. We're doing an exclusive interview with him, and he's telling us about his EP and his music journey and so forth. And boy, I'm saying off the market, so me not even have no chance again. So me have to just go on wallet. Me have to just go and control anything else.
Everybody say a few good men did left, you know, and you know.
Yeah, what
people
are they
get to people first.
I can't understand this question. In regards to you branding yourself and putting yourself out there, marketing, and you have any team that is like pushing you out there, any team that's helping you to market yourself and
well,
all that?
I have no fireplace music team, you know. As you know, be a stars, you know, be a people, you know, them won't write that thing, you know. But that's just it. Fireplace music is my own label. Understand? So I have people around me, you know, who operate, and I still work with, you know, my production work. Definitely with Waka, you know, a lot of things. Okay. So I still have an effective amount of people who we operate with, you know.
Okay. Zylan, tell the people them where they can find your music, where they can find you on social media, so they can follow you and know what's popping with new music coming out and so forth. Follow your journey.
Yeah, and I also have some new music out right now, like the Cool and Deadly, and we have Time Out. They are going Crush Mine Out, and we have the Long Jump. Check them out on all platforms, Audio Mac, iTunes, everywhere, Amazon, everywhere. And social media, Instagram, the main thing, Zylan_control. Right, okay. That's Instagram, and we also have a Fireplace Music JA page on Instagram. So you also could see info from all our work, you know, because I will be doing a lot of productions coming soon also, you know, as you know, I produce too. Right, so this is a new way. So
okay, so
Fireplace Music JA on Instagram. On YouTube it's Fireplace Music.
Okay, so people, you guys can follow him at Fireplace Music JA, and his IG is Zylan_control. They're asking you how your Zylan is spelled. How you spell a Zylan?
I'm sorry?
How you spell your Zylan?
ZYLAN, ZYLAN, in Jamaican term.
All right, in Jamaican term is ZYLAN or ZYLAN_control.
Control.
So no go and go follow him on Instagram. follow him Fireplace Music JA. Go and go give him a support. Fireplace Music on YouTube also, and all his songs are out on every platform. Apple Music, I'm not sure about Amazon. It's on Amazon also.
Yes, everywhere.
All right, so it's everywhere. Go and go check out him
Spotify
EP.
everywhere, Tidal everywhere.
All right, it's everywhere. So just check him out. Support the artist. New music coming. New projects is go and construct right now. Wakadan, big up yourself, brother. Yeah, everybody on the YouTube wanna big up on the self. Brenton, good night. I want to ask a question. What is one message? What is one message you would give to your fans and artists, upcoming artists out there?
Well, to my fans, just look out for good music. Just look out for everything positive. You know, I try my best to do the best that I can to really satisfy my fans' ears with my music. Fellow artists, one thing more I say. Make we unity, man. Make we unify. Make we come together. You understand me? And just do some good music and build the culture. You understand me? Change it from what it is to better. Please. That's what we have to do. Okay. Every artist, new and old.
Okay, so to the artists, Zylan, I say let's pull together, make dancehall better, make the culture go and strive and show people that we can come together and unify and make things work. And you have good music out there, as I said, them bad. You can go check them out on the YouTube, the Apple Music, everywhere. Okay, so currently you're working. You're a solo. You're by yourself right now. You have your own team.
Yes, man.
Right now.
Fireplace music, man.
Okay.
God, yeah.
So
big up more, big up Chain, you hear that?
All right, so my big up in people them. If you can go ahead and big up your people them who you want, big up your dear ones them and so forth.
Big up everyone, man. All who love them. Big up the fans them, big up the new one them, you know. Welcome. You understand me? Guarantee me not stop and listen alone. That was good music for the ears. You see, it's some wicked thing. Nothing boring either.
All right, somebody's asking, in the future, is there anybody you're looking to work with?
Well, I look to work with everybody positive. Not negative.
All right, so there's nobody specific in just I look for work with everybody, everybody who is positive to make good music. So that's Zylan, Control Boss. Yeah, him tell where him can go stream him songs them.
Big up bloom like in country.
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man. Lady Nikki, everything all right, man. Give thanks. It was a pleasure being here tonight. You know, for real. You see, I always have a good vibe about people who know me, feel me music, and you know, interested in what I have to come. You know, I really appreciate that. So give her thanks. Yes.
Yeah, man. And
go and do the good work, and you know. We are family now, so we are going to link, yeah?
Yeah, ever link. Me so link up with my butterfly dub, the dub there. Understand? Yeah. And I'm a dub for the station straight, because everybody go up. Them not play Nikki dub, them want one dub what everybody can play while Young and Fresh Radio.
Okay.
All right, so me I look out for the one this soon.
Okay. So you want, say it again, let me get this correct. You said you want one dub where everybody and Young and Fresh can play on the radio.
DJs them. So we talk one away, pan that. We talk
okay, all right.
So big up yourself, Zylan. Anything at all you want to say before you go?
All right. We just stay upon the winners boss if I fit. Eyes up a little spinners for some. Crush the road in the eye locks. I look the food more than them a spin and cut. Feeling over that me want first. Even shadow in a daylight, me not trust. Hard panic gas down, me now clutch like taxi every day, but me want bus. Aye. Sing a bloom like limpanchi. A long jump like chimpanzee. Control.
Oh, yes, I walk him on their room. Big up yourself, Zylan.
All right, look, bless it.
Yeah, man has our respect. All right, so people, that was the voice of Zylan. Yeah, the big bad artist. Yeah, on the can go stream him, song them on every platform. On the can run go follow him, support him, and the show love. That's Zylan ZYLAN _control on Instagram. And you know, don't know me. I go back to my topic. Yeah, may I go back to my topic. So I am open. Y'all can call in at 941-623-8269. That's 941-623-8269. We are talking about the man them. Do you believe the man should have say in females giving having abortion? Should is it okay for a female to propose to a man? And I'm going to return to the call. So I was getting a call, but we have Zylan online. So let me see if I can get back. Let me see if I can get her back online to say what she had to say. Yeah. Why is always a jump on it? All right, me now get her. So guys, call in at 941-623-8269. And everybody is saying, my body me can do what I want to do. Female, what can you say? Females need to change the game and propose. Sometimes I don't want good something, but I don't know. The woman them say nothing wrong if them propose, if them feel like them have what it takes and feel like the man is what she wants. Go ahead and propose. Yes, some women say them not do it. It's a sticky situation. I would not do that. My opinion is that I would not propose to a man because after you propose to him and all that, I'm married and all that, I'm going to say, oh, remember, say, are you married me? No, says like, a year thing, anything I get you take, are you married me? We never ask you if you married me. So that's just my feeling. That's just my feeling. But Waka, what do you think about a female having an abortion? Do you feel like the man should have a say in not having or go ahead and have the abortion? What do you think? What do you think? That me want to know about the abortion. Something that me want to know about the abortion. But hold on there. In the meantime, may I wait for uno to call in. I want to know, what do you think about abortion? Do you feel like a man should have say in the female's body? Good night, sweetheart. How you doing?
Good night.
Good night. Good night. What do you think? You know, your life on the radio. My time, so your life on the radio. What do you think about a female having an abortion? Do you feel like the man, whether a husband, boyfriend, whoever, whatever status he has, do you think that he has a say in the abortion thing?
It's a yes and no on that situation. Let's see. Say for instance, of course you had sex, but you know, if the man doesn't know about it, then it's your option to get rid of it if you want to. If you have a man that don't care to want to have a child, then you have the option to be a single mother or to get rid of it. Or you have an option. Oh, Jesus, sure. The man also have a say so in it if he wants to, because if you communicate with the man, then say, oh, listen, I'm pregnant and so and so and so, and listen to what he has to say. And if he says get rid of it, is your choice to get rid of it or not. If it says, because it's your body, that's one thing you have to understand. It is your body and it's your decision. No matter if he says yes or no, it's still your decision, because even if he says yes, get rid of it, and you say no, just understand that it's your responsibility, that you're going to have to be a single mom.
So
For me, if you have a man, that's what I'm saying. If you have a man, you guys have to be in agreement
so
with the whole situation.
what if
If
um what if
if
you
you
this what if you decide to have the abortion, right? And he convinced you not to have the abortion. And at that time the pregnancy was pretty young. Like you just conceived, so maybe like what, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 5 weeks, whichever, right? And
Mhm.
further down the line, him start move shaky. After I'm told to go ahead and let's keep it, and convince you. Do you think it's okay for that female to abort the child at maybe, because a lot of females do it, abort the child at maybe 5 months?
Oh,
Or
that's
is
a
that or
no.
or is that
That's a living being. That is a living being that is kicking inside of you. It's a very touchy subject. On this is a very touchy subject because I've seen girls with big stomach go into those clinics and get rid of that baby that takes 2 days to get rid of, because it's not a fetus. It's a living, no matter, it's still a living thing, but it has feet, it has toes, it has toenails, it has everything. Why would you get rid of something
what I
that is
say?
actually kicking at 5 months?
What?
That's,
Hold on,
as
Shana.
you say, it's still killing a life, regardless it is. But if you're going to take your pregnancy all the way to 5 months, why would you get rid of it at 5 months? Like, why would you wait that long to get rid of it?
All right. So you're saying it's very much okay if they feel like they can't bring the child to a full term to get rid of it between at the early stage when it's really not kicking and you're not having an emotional attachment.
It's up to the female. It's her body and what she decides to do. I can speak from experience because when I was pregnant with my daughter, the father and I said, hey, well, no, he said, hey, yo, you're pregnant. I'm like, yeah, either me not breed for you. You're mad. And he was like, yo, me not ready for no baby yet, me not want a pitney. I was like, okay, in my mind, what should I do? You said you're not ready for it. It was something that was toying with my brain. And I end up deciding, you know what? I don't know what to do. What should I do? I thought about it, think about it. I don't know what to do. And he came back and he said, you know what? Masari is a life. Let's keep it. You know what I mean? And yes, I did keep my child. Of course, she's 4, but he's not really around. But that was my decision. That was my decision. And I knew that if push comes to shove, I will be the one taking care of my child by myself. You have some women who decide, I'm 5 months into this pregnancy, I don't want it.
Well,
It's might as well you give the baby up for adoption, because at the end of the day, it's wrong to kill a child, even in the earliest stage, but it's extremely wrong to kill a child when you're 5 months. When you're 5 months, you should know if it's a boy or girl. It's like a person right now. It's a sticky subject. It's to each his own. Is If you have a man, is both of you guys' decision, and if the man is shaky about it, it's the woman's decision. It's her body and whatever she wants to do. But my opinion is, don't get rid of it at 5 months. What's the point of getting rid of it at 5 months? Like, that baby is kicking, moving. It takes 2 days to get rid of a 5 month pregnant month belly. 2 days. 2 days. 2
pregnancy.
days. You
My
have to
belief.
go. Your body has to go through something for 2 days to get rid of that kicking. Cool. That's a very touchy subject. Honestly, that's a very, very touchy subject, because, not to speak on it, but a friend of mine did have an abortion, and I've seen, a woman, with their big bellies coming in and getting rid of it.
All right.
And I
So
told my friend, listen, if
basically,
you have one more pitney, if you dash her one more belly, me and you not agree. And she kept that one, you know what I mean? And she's happy with it, but at the end of the day, is the female's decision, and it's her body. I don't condone it, but it's their life and they have to live with it.
all right. So Shauna, we
Yeah.
we know pregnancy is a life and death situation.
Yes, it is.
Not everybody knows that, and me not gonna say not everybody knows that. If man them don't know say pregnancy is a life and death situation, because if they had known, they'd have church the woman them. Right? Only a few do it. Abortion is also a life and death situation.
Yep.
So what would you what would you tell a teenager, a minor, not a 16-year-old, but
Hmm.
a 14-year-old who is doing good in school, mess around, got pregnant, and with her getting pregnant, she doesn't have the support system to say, okay, have the child, and then I'll send you back to school. I'll make sure this works out for you and all of that. What can you tell that 14-year-old child or no say, once I have this child, it done this so.
Your life is not finished when you
It's
have a
not finished,
child.
but okay, put it this
At
way, Shauna.
14,
At 14 years old,
at
put it this
14
way.
years old,
At
she should not be
14
doing
years old.
anything. In my point of view, at 14 years old, you should not be having sex at 14.
But
Should be
Shauna,
worrying about other things than
we
having sex.
have peer
But yet
pressure.
again, we are in a generation where sex is the norm at 14, 13, 10, whatever it is.
But okay,
We're
what if it
we're in a generation
happens?
where sex is very normalized, and in this generation. But I can't speak for her, and I honestly don't know what to say to her, or it's her decision. Because one is either you keep the baby and you grow up to be this powerful woman, or you keep the baby and you'll be a bum. It all depends on how your mental state is, because you have to understand. You're gonna struggle a little bit. You're definitely gonna struggle being a 14 and a mother. You're gonna struggle, you know what I mean? Especially going to school and all of that, you're going to struggle. And some people are not mentally capable of handling situations like that. She has options. The option is either to get an abortion, if she wants to carry the child and struggle with it and know that eventually things will get better. If she has that capability and a capacity to do that, or she can give that child up for adoption.
All right. Somebody say a lot of support will be needed for that child.
Right. It's going to be a lot of support because she's 14 years old and should just see our, should just start our life. Should just
it's rough for you, right? It's rough for you. Somebody said 14-year-old not to have sex, but
right. You're
not
supposed
get
to be
molested
thinking of something else.
and breed too.
At 14 years old, you shouldn't be thinking about sex. You shouldn't thinking about yes, you think about boys, yes, but you shouldn't be thinking about sex. And even to get pregnant at 14, it's condom needs to be involved in these situations. But yet again, both parties are to be blamed on the situation. You can't just put this on her only. That boy who is 14, however old he is, has to take accountability for his actions also. Now, if she's in it by herself and she has no family to back her up, then she's definitely going to have a tough time. Because this is a tough subject situation. It's very tough because on one end, if you get rid of it, you're going to have that memory for the rest of your life.
And maybe that's going to be your first and only and last and can't.
And it could be her first and only child, and then on top of that, it's going to mess with your psyche. It's going to mess with your mental state, because in the day, you don't know what might happen when you go on that table.
Good night,
then
Fabian.
She may have the kid, and who knows what might happen in the delivery room, or you can never know what's going to transpire throughout her whole pregnancy or whatever it is. But she's going to have to talk to someone, or she's going to need help. If she's going to carry that baby to term, she's going to need help. Regardless if she carries the baby or not, she's going to need help. Physically and mentally, she's going to need support. She needs a big support system.
Sean, big up yourself on Clubhouse. Thank you so much. You've been here from the beginning and you're still here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Shauna, this topic, I don't know. It just, with all the social media, all the stuff that has been circulating on Jamaica, Jamaica is what? Legalizing abortion to such age, I think 16 and all of that. And the other day I had this conversation with another group, and I'm like, it just rests on my head, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna talk about it. But I think I'll do a part 2 to it because this is a very touchy topic.
It is a very touchy subject because like I said before, I've seen girls, women, you know what I mean, going into that abortion clinic with a belly, not like a small belly, like, people will abort a baby at 6 months also. I think the cutoff is 6 months. Like, you can go and get rid of, like, you have 6 months to think about it. Like, you can't, when you're at 6 months, you're only 3 months away from that. Like, it's a living thing. It's grown. Regardless, it's still growing, but it's kicking inside of you. It's doing. Either way, you're killing life. But I don't think a woman should abort their child at 5 to 6 months. I honestly don't think that, because it's a very touchy subject, and
it is. I'm gonna continue
it's their demons and their situation. They have to deal with it. Some people don't care and they move on, but
I will definitely continue it. Yeah, we have 14-year-old who have kids and they continue school and they come out great. They come out great, as somebody said on the YouTube. They got grades 1 and 2 in their subject, better than what most of the other kids got for their result. And that is the only reason is because to me the only reason is because that child has a big support system
Right.
financially, the world psychology, everything. Because being a mother is not easy. Even in your 20s, 30s, you know, easy if you hear one
It's
crying
really not.
baby. If you hear one crying baby, and when them start walking and start talk, them answer all kind of question from now till next year. And what to answer, you just have to be honest and just answer.
It's true
Yeah.
that it's a very touchy subject when it comes to abortion and being a young mother. Even a older woman, is a touchy subject because at the end of the day, it's our bodies, and you know we have to go through either dying on a table, on any table, either give an
Yeah,
abortion
either
or
way,
to have a kid. You don't know what may transpire throughout that whole situation.
throughout
But
labor.
yet again, is up to that female, because you have to weigh the pros and cons about situations. You know, is it going to benefit me?
Oh, somebody just say their cousin did it at 8 months, but me not believe her. No
No,
doctor,
can't
any
do that.
doctor,
That baby's
Elisha
dead to
tell
do.
any
Jesus.
doctor, any doctor that kills a baby at 8 months are wicked. And
Yeah,
a girl, sorry, that girl, if it
but
just dead, tiff
you've
tiff.
heard the rumors of people you know cutting up the babies and stuff like that at 6, 7, 8 months. You heard the rumors of that. Like, is it true? I've seen 6 month
I have seen,
bellies and stuff like that. But
I have
because
seen on
end of the
YouTube
day, it
seven
takes a
months.
couple of days to get rid of that baby, because you can have a baby at 3 months, let alone 4 to 5, 6 months, 8 months. So
Yeah, you can have you can go in labor at 6 months, 7 months, eight, anywhere from 6 months going to that
you can
9 months.
go
You can go
in
five
labor
months. A
from
matter
three
of
months. Actually, you can go in labor from 3 months. The baby's just a complete tiny. If the baby survives, the baby would be in the ICU for a while, until it can, breathe on its own. Because my cousin had her baby when she was 5 months, and now he's like almost 21, I think, and he's a fully grown man. And I remember he being so tiny in my hand, you know. But
Okay.
at the end of the day, it's that person's decision, regardless of whatever transpire. If you're going to kill that baby, it's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. If you want to keep that baby, it's going to be a struggle if you don't have the support you need.
Well, I am definitely gonna say, I'm gonna say my say on this abortion. I'm definitely gonna say my say on it. A man should not. I don't care what nobody wants to say. I just want me, my point, my take on it. I don't believe a man should have a say in a woman having an abortion. For
It's
the
their bodies,
reason, for
but
the
if you
reason,
have a support system for, if a
it's
man
my
is
body.
supporting you, then you can ask for, his opinion,
No,
you know,
Shauna.
because in the day, some women have babies in their tubes, and that's also, very detrimental for a woman also, because you do have, as they call it, test tube babies, But if you have a supportive man in your life, you can discuss it, and both of you guys can weigh the pros and cons. But at the end of the day, is that woman's decision. If that man doesn't stick behind you, then it
All
is
right.
either you're going to lose him or you're going to keep him. It's either he's going to stay or he's going to go. But for me, you can talk to whomever, your baby father, whoever it is, the person, if you're close like that, or, you have a relationship with them, you can tell them, hey, I'm pregnant, so and so and so, what do you think about it? Should we go ahead and do this and do that? And But at the end of the day, it's still a woman's decision to make, because at the end of the day, it's her body. And she has to go through that transformation, whether to give it up or not. It's still a process. So it's end of the day, you can discuss it, but at the end of the day, it's that woman's decision.
All right, so Orlando Shauna. Vibes say rubbish that Nikki. So why when you bring them and the man don't want them, you call them deadbeat? All right. I have to laugh at the one here.
But my understanding, when Vibes said that, no, when Vibes said, you bring them and, you call a man deadbeat. That's why you have to have communication, because if you communicate with that man, even if that man, you sleep with that man twice or one time, and you call him and tell him, say, yo, I'm pregnant, and him say, oh, me, and I'm my pit name, and me breed you, is that woman's decision. Like, listen, is that I'm going to keep it. End of the day is, if a man tell you that me don't want a pitney and you want to decide to keep the pitney, just remember saying that your decision to make to keep the pitney and a firm decision. So therefore, it's your responsibility to take care of that kid on your own.
All
You
right.
can't call a deadbeat man. You can't call him a deadbeat father because him tell you from the jump, and a fimi, one time I sleep with your me use a condom and a fimi, then it's your responsibility to take it up on you. Like, you know what, may I carry my pitney? I'm gonna take care of myself. Now, if you have a man that says, yes, I'm gonna be there for you throughout the pregnancy and do whatever it is to take, and then leave once you have that kid, he is a deadbeat.
Wait.
Point blank period. I don't want an argument about it.
All right, Shana.
Deadbeat,
Miss Bully. Because
period.
she a bully right now, Shana a bully right now. So all right. Vibes. To say to answer what you said. Let me tell what I say. Let me finish what I say. Having an abortion. This is just, I'm talking for myself. I'm talking for myself. I'm not talking for no other female. I don't believe the man should have any say in what I do with my body. Especially if me not married. If me married, it might have a slight chance. But at the end of the day, it's my body. I know what I can manage and what I can't manage with my mental health. Right? I know if I have any medical conditions. I know how I feel to bring a child. If I'm a first pitney, I'm feel like I don't want to bring it, I just don't want to bring it. If it happen that's me can't have no more, well, me ain't gotta figure talk about that. But I feel say on my body, I should be able to do what I want to do with my body. If me feel say me I go have the abortion and the man I go leave, I may explain to him, hey, this is the reason why me I go have the abortion. And him feel like him want to leave, okay, go ahead. But if me no tell you, say me I go have abortion, and you tell me, oh no, baby, no have no abortion, man. Me did feel full support, da. And when you pick me up, you know, give me no support. You're deadbeat, father. Because I was gonna do what I was gonna do with my body, and you convince me and then don't do anything. That's when I'm gonna call him a deadbeat. Other than that, if a man tell me say me figure about the pitney, I mean feel like me I'll keep the pitney, and then you don't support the child, then I can't call you a deadbeat because you don't tell me from Jumpstart, as what Kim Kelly did say earlier from Clubhouse and what Shauna just said. I really can't. So that's just my say on it. Star Girl T, big up yourself. Good night, sweetheart. Thank you for
Nikki, let's talk about the next one, because I want to touch this. Me not ask no man for marry me. God, me not ask no man for marry me. Me not for marry me. Nope. Nope.
You're not asking no man for marry your wife.
No, me not care. I can love him like cook food, like Jesus of little children, them like fat people love cake. Me not ask him for marry me.
Why you not asking man for
Man,
marry you?
that's a man's role.
So
If the man
Walande,
want,
you can't speak.
but
You can't.
listen, if the man, if you go ask the man for marry you, right, and him say yes, and him end up leaving you. You gotta feel away. Me also me
So you know,
alright.
feel
No
say
man,
man.
but good.
Wait,
Me.
Walande. So you know,
Maybe
feel
because
say
me
man
old
feel away.
fashioned all I want, but my grandfather said it's a man's duty to ask you to marry him. It's not the other way around. Yes, we're in the 20th century and a woman
Shana,
is
hold
allowed
on.
to
Shana, hold on.
propose to a man, but not me.
Shana, hold on. Remember, say me have clubhouse people them too, you know. I all just said that. What? Plug in this way. Hold on, Shana. All right, go ahead and talk again, Sean.
I'm saying, is there a blueprint that says men should always ask women, and woman should always be the one being asked?
She say her grandfather tell her say she have a one man role that the man fin woman
Which
finna do
book him
that.
read? Which book him read?
I don't know. Let me see if me can get her to answer the question there.
Yeah, which book she read?
Hold on there. Shana, him never the area. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Him say which book did your grandfather read to say that?
Him
Hey,
never read a book.
him
Make a
just
man
decide
be a
that.
man. It's not a book. I feel as though, like, from my opinion, a man, for me, a man will look down upon a woman like, yo, to me, I think it's a little bit desperate. That's just my opinion. It has to be nobody else's opinion, but it's my opinion. It's Shana opinion, you know. I don't think it's like it's taking away a man's it's not manly for a woman to ask a man to marry him. That's just my opinion. If a man want to marry you, he will marry you. You know what I mean? It's like you're coercing him to marrying you. You know what I mean? It makes it, to me, make you seem desperate, like, oh, I want him, I'm after there with him, I'm after marry him. No, you don't have to. But if a woman wants, if a woman chooses to do that, then more power to her, because some relationships do work out that way. But in my opinion, for me, nope, I'm okay.
All right then. Shana said what she said. Let me go back to Sean because Sean was saying something. Hold on, Shana. Go ahead, Sean. Sorry about that. I kind of have a little bit of technical difficulties, so I'm
No, I
like
can't. It's
jumping.
like, well, on it. This sound ambiguous because guess what now? I can't talk to her directly. And that's the
Call me 941-623-8269.
No, baby. I'm in the States.
So you're in the States, that means you can call me to state number also or WhatsApp. Either one.
Which part? No, if I call upon WhatsApp, I can't discuss the thing right here, so.
Shana, you're on your clubhouse?
You don't understand that setup here. What kind of setup this? It's a clubhouse are communicating or vice versa.
I'm streaming through Clubhouse. I'm streaming also through YouTube and also through the radio station.
Oh, my bad.
So that's why. And for some reason I messed up something. So before it was working, I have to figure it out with my DJ.
Okay, cool.
So that's
cool.
why.
Because you know why it's so away, because she attack and I can't even have a rebuttal and me and her say something, because you have to come through you and I come through me. That's, it's so far-fetched.
So what are your thoughts on this whole thing, Sean?
On what?
On the fact that she said that her grandfather told her that it's the man's responsibility to actually propose to a woman, and she would never do that.
Well, trust me, and my opinion is this. It can go, you see, our grandfather probably grew up in the 30s and 40s, and they probably close-minded. But now in a modern day society and how women are trying to lead to, women are doing the same thing by asking, proposing to men. And you have to look on even different cultures.
Hi. Hi, Tom.
Right? And you probably have different cultures where you have women, where we have you have women is the one doing that, while you have arranged marriage in other cultures. So there's a wide there's different there's some in all right. Looking at India and some of them Indian countries,
I'm too high
Pakistan,
for this shit, yo.
you are going now. It's arranged marriage, you know. The woman don't necessarily mean that she want there with the man, you know, and the man don't even necessarily say one there with the woman, you know. But it's arranged marriage, a cultural thing. So your grandfather probably come from a cultural basis, man. They might say somebody else tell him down the line, but you know, to the day, you have to free up your mind because the world is so in a one accord. You have to look differently. You can't just say through our grandfather. So what you would think, when your grandfather tell us, read and understand and get full knowledge of what going on in the 21st century. Your grandfather probably not the 19th century.
So you mentioned a few things, Sean. One of the things that you mentioned is that it's cultural in India for arranged marriage. Oh, he left?
Oh, I guess he left. But Stargirl, go ahead and say what you were saying.
He mentioned a few things. He said that according to him, in culture in India, there's a cultural
May I
thing
hear you?
where
Sorry about that.
no, it's okay. It's okay. You were saying that in India, the culture there is for arranged marriage to happen. Yes, I understand that, and that has probably been there since the beginning of time. That is how they actually do their whole marriage arrangement. However, where Shauna is coming from, yes, I understand that women are more independent and taking the more headstrong role when it comes to the 21st century or nowadays or where we are now. However, I understand where she's coming from because she said that it's the man is supposed to be able to do that and to bring that type of strength in the family. I understand where she's coming from,
Yeah,
and the
hold on
reason
now,
why I
you know.
understand. Hold on, Sean. I allowed you to speak. 1 second. The reason why I understand that is because here we are trying so hard to be independent, and men are saying that, oh, because women are independent, they feel that they can do anything and they have egos and they're this and they're that. Damn if you do, damn if you don't, right? So I don't understand why you think that her grandfather was probably, from the 30s or the 40s, because at the same time, India has a tradition, right? And it's respected to today. Why is it that her grandfather's tradition cannot be respected? That is how, that's what's in her family. That's what's been passed on for generation. So for him, it's cultural. If you look at it that way, if you're going to compare it to India and their
Okay.
culture, you understand? So one of the things that we have always respected is culture, whether it's music, food, whatever it is, marriages, we have always respected culture. So it's not that we are closed-minded and we do not want to propose to a man. It's just that the way we were brought up, or the system we were brought up in, it has conditioned us to actually say a man is supposed to propose to a woman. Now, grant you, there are females who do not have a problem with that, right? Proposing to a man. There are females who actually don't have a problem, but sometimes they do it for the wrong reason, and Shauna said it. Sometimes they are desperate and they want to hold on to that person, so they go ahead and propose to the man and think that it would make a difference. It's how different is that than actually trying to sneak get pregnant for a man because they want to hold on to the man. And that's a question I'm posing to you, Sean. How different is it, you know proposing to a guy? How different is it from for proposing to a guy and actually trying to get pregnant for a guy so that you can hold the guy? So I understand where she's coming from.
Yeah. Okay. So wait. So this is based off um a woman. Some women. No. Some women who tries to use pregnancy to capture a man. Basically, that's what you're saying.
So basically, I'm trying to ask what is the difference, right? So because she made some valid points in a Sean, because she's saying that, oh, that is the way she was brought up. Her grandfather taught her that, right?
All right,
It's
Shauna
cultural
just
for her.
joined the room. She just joined the room, Shauna and Star Girl. So
Hi, hi, Shauna. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I was saying to Sean just now, based on what you explained, because I came in on in the middle of the conversation, and this is what I caught. You know, you're saying that, listen, I think a man should propose to a woman. I would not propose to a man. You think it's desperate, and I feel I have to agree with you, Shauna, because you know in 2021 here right now, women are getting pregnant and saying to a man, listen, just to hold on to a man. And that type of desperate behavior can lead to a woman asking a man to marry them. You understand me? You have to understand something, Sean. One of the things that we have not done, right? One of the things that we have not done is actually get to the point in our lives where we feel secure enough, where we know that, okay, fine, we don't have to be manipulating anyone. And this goes for both men and women. You understand me? Because both men and women do it. We have gotten to that point. We have not gotten to that point yet. And if you go back from the 1700s, the 1600s, then you'll understand why we are the way we are in the Black community. So, because this is what we're talking about right now, right? So when you compare what Shauna said to culture, India, where the culture has been set, right, for individuals to be whenever they get married, it's an arranged marriage. Then I feel like there's some flaw in the statement. And you can also compare where other countries where as soon as a young lady reaches 12, they're being asked to get married. That's a culture. When you go there, you say, yo, this is pedophile, this is this is that. But it's the culture. So for Shauna, her culture is do not ask a man to marry her. A man should marry her because the fact of the matter is that it's the man's job, you understand, to actually propose to a woman. And I'm not saying you're wrong, because you're entitled to your opinion. And one of the things that I will always say is that everyone have a right to speak and they're entitled to their opinion. But I'm saying there's some flaw to what you're saying, sir.
Can I touch on that a second? Now, nobody knows back in Jamaica, from what my grandmother and what my grandfather has told me, they did have arranged marriages in Jamaica also. Just like in India, just like in every other cultures, they did have arranged marriages, but at the end of the day, if a woman proposed to a man, does that man feel the same way about her? Does he love her as much as she loved him? You understand? Because a man can get married to a woman, the man can say, yo, a girl proposed to me, yeah, she love me, but she'll do anything for me. You know what I mean? For me, it seems like that woman is desperate because you don't know if the man feels the same way about you, how you feel about him. You guys have to be in one accord. That's why I said it's the man's duty to marry the woman, because in the day, that man may not feel the same way as how you feel about him. But to each his own. To each his own. My opinion is that I'm not asking a man to marry me, because at the end of the day, I may love him more than he loves me, and he may just say it. Yet he may or may not say yes to my proposal. But if he does, do he really truly love me? No, I want a man who truly loves me to ask me to marry him. That's just how it is. It's not because of my grandfather or anything like that sort. That's just me as Shauna, as a woman. That's how I think it is. Point blank simple. Everybody has their own opinion, but show me you love me by asking me to marry you. Is just because at the end of the day, it makes a woman feel desperate. It makes, to me, it some people may think it, it's good, but you get backlash from it once. You may or may not get backlash from it. You know what I mean? Some people might say, "Oh, girl, I'm desperate and all. Look at she proposed to the man. Why should I wait till the man proposed to her? Do the man truly love her? You don't know. You know what I mean? To each his own. My opinion is my opinion. Your opinion is your opinion."
All right, Shauna. Sean,
Yeah.
what you have to say no? Star Girl and Shauna did tell you what him have to say. What you have to say now to defend the part there.
No, I don't know if to do with defend because I don't. The way that they say is their opinion.
Sean, if I would you say yes to a woman who proposed to you?
Why not?
All right.
And what if your friend said to you, Sean, "Oh, so to her, what she really want? Why she proposed to you? What's up with that?" How would you feel? Like, because I know how people
Because
are.
but listen, we're not gonna listen to our friend and say. I'm not gonna do that. Me have to know say you can't have
Red
outside.
Rat, big up yourself, big up yourself. Welcome.
You can't have outside interference, If you have outside interference now, that simply means you bring other party in at the third. It'll be a third wheel now. So for me, overall, if a woman say, all right, propose to me, I accept it. And all right, back to you, Shauna. Shauna, as I said. You see, if a man can just even deceive you, Him can deceive you, say him love you and all of them things too, Him can do that, and say more married to you and say him truly love you, but at the end of the day, it's a lie I tell too. And it can be vice versa. Him can be just not say in a female mind, him can say probably just by your thoughts and how you move him, he might say she desperate and make a propose to her, even though we know we don't really love her. Him can do that too. Him can deceive you too, But at the fact of the matter, you must know when and how you feel about an individual. You have to know when the connection is right and when it's basically joining as one. Because at any given point, a man or a woman can deceive both each other. Once this and once that, and overall, when you see it, watch it. You have people who are together for like 30 years and then just get up and divorce. And then you see them find them true love. But what about the 30 years? They might live a lie. And suppose it was a man who proposed and said, "I love her," but at the end of the day, the love just fade away. So it all come with its ups and its downs. So for me, when that's what I say in terms of cultural thing, in terms of you say a man have to do it, a man have to do it. You gotta wait. Suppose a man choose not to. Suppose so you're not gonna find a man or find somebody to stick along with. Even if a man come to you and say, "All right, would I like to talk, would I like to, share be with each other," and then join forces, and then as the years go by, you realize, okay, we have a connection, boom, you seal it. But so if a man not propose to you, you're not gonna find yourself say you're not gonna marry or not even settle down. Because a woman love that sort of stability there, where they have a one man for them say, "Yo, that man I got my back." So
true.
You know what I mean? I say so. It can go both ways. So I not gonna just put things and say, "Yo, if that not happen," because to me in a life, expect the unexpected. And if you wait upon somebody for say, "Yo, me I gonna propose to you," and you might be disappointed too. You might face disappointment. You might see that person and you yourself love him and say, "Yeah, hear me." It both ways, You might love him and you might think him love you, But at the end of the day, it might just show infatuation and just show, all right, man, I pretend. And then after 10, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, you guys separate. You have to look into that.
That's a lot to look on.
Yeah, but right now,
Shauna, let me hear what Star Girl have to say because she wanted to talk. Star Girl, go ahead.
Sean, I understand what you're saying, and you said vice versa, but this is what I'm looking at. You're saying that a man could propose to her and when he proposed to her, they've lived a life for 30 years. I want to make sure that I understand what you're saying and the concept is correct in my head. However, look at it this way: she go and propose to a man, right? And he accepts because he pities her. What kind of marriage is it going to be, right? Because she asked him, it come across to him as it being desperate. How is she, and Shauna said this too, how is he going to look at her, if it comes across, not you, because you said you would accept that proposal. Not many individuals would accept the proposal, and if they did, right, it would look, for them, it would look like, yo, this girl is desperate. She would do absolutely anything to hold on to me. Me just a go on chill so, but me go on do me thing a road type of situation. There's no type of happiness. When you encounter that situation in a relationship, in a marriage, right, there's no form of happiness for the female, and the man is going to continue to live his life. So the female is living her truth because she proposed, but the man is there living a lie, if you look at it from that perspective. And I do understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to play the devil's advocate here and look at it like in a broader category and look at a broader picture.
Okay, so listen, I'll tell you a story. All right, this one, I have a virgin. When I go to college, he was my roommate, bona fide virgin. And he had this chick. She was from Romania. But remember, my virgin have a chick from Africa. He was, messing with. He said, they said the girl from Romania. Remember, my virgin, she liked my virgin, she liked him. But my virgin was like, he might play the player role. He like the girl from Africa, but not really into the Romanian. And the Romanian decide, she make it a point of due to say, him, I want him. And based on a lot of things, quality, the quality that he possesses, the type of person he is, I say, all of them things that she taking the point and say, yo, I want him. And she fight. It's basically she fight for him because she knows that she not let him go. Even though he might have him eyes on two other women, but she decides that she's going to. And now, what happened? A couple of years after, they are married. 2 kids or 3 kids now. So, let's try to show you, say, it can go vice. She fought for him. She fought for what she want. And
I think we could have win it.
We know. That is a point. So you give up easy. So remember, say if you want, even if you're going to do a 4-year degree, you have to fight for it. You have to work hard for it. So anything you think you decide say you want, you can't change a person's mind and perspective by sure. Because the greatest thing in this world is love. If a man knows say you show him that genuine love there and knows say you're true to it, you think him now does at some point in time I go accept.
So let me ask.
But me just try to show you say this young lady fight for say she want him and she get him. So me not see nothing wrong with that.
So let me ask you something, Sean. It's your friend, so let me ask you this: did he stay faithful to her when they got married?
Of course, they are. Yeah, up to today.
Okay,
that's a blessing.
Of course, it is. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. What's your name on Young and Fresh Radio?
Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi,
I'm sorry I came in and I didn't address anyone in the room. Good evening, Nikki, ZJ, Scratchy, Sean, and Shauna. I didn't address anyone in the room, so my apologies. I have stories for days. My friends and friends of friends who stories for days. So the scenario that Sean just outlined, that is like 1 in a million. You understand? So the individuals around me, even in my personal life, it becomes technical when women tend to show their card first,
right,
with these men. So that is why I'm up here saying, you know what, I agree with Shauna. I'm sorry, I am not proposing to a man. I am not doing it. I am not doing it, sir Sean. I will not be married if that's the case. I am just not proposing to a man.
Okay. And I understand Shauna and you, Stargirl. But just a disclosure, you're also streaming on the YouTube channel. I'm on YouTube and I'm also streaming through the radio. I forgot to say that, so let you guys know that from now.
Right. My thing is this: I saw a video of a woman proposing to a man. It was on Instagram a long time ago, and it was videotaped. The man was surprised, and all his friends stood around and gave him that look, like, "Yo, I can't believe she proposed." Like, and it made him feel some type of way about it. You can see his reaction. You know what I mean? She pulled out a ring. She got her knees and proposed to him, and he felt some type of way about it also, and he did accept it. But in their culture, a man is supposed to propose to a woman, because I think they were Africans. That's a man's duty. For a woman to come and step out of a woman's place, it was kind of out of the norm. But the thing about it is, to each his own. You know what I mean? Marriage is not everything. Marriage is not everything. You can be in a committed relationship with a man for years and don't get married, and it lasts longer than a marriage. So to each his own. My opinion is that I'm not going to ask a man to marry me, regardless of how much I love him. I'm not going to. I would express my feelings to you and say, yes, I love you. I honestly love you, and I would do anything for you, but I'm not going to ask you to marry me. Point blank, period.
Very much understanding. I agree with that, because me propose to you and then things happen, you're gonna throw it in my face. Like, oh, why you propose to me now? You ask me for marriage and you can just take it. Then me have to go file for divorce. So it's a touchy topic. It is. And
oh, sorry, Nikki.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I brought up a point, right? You know how women get pregnant to hold on to a man. I look at it that way. If a woman is supposed to propose to a guy, like, you are desperate enough to try and hold on to this person, and I feel like there's just gonna be a lot of toxicity in that relationship. Fighting for a guy is different from just outright proposing to a guy. Like, you're constantly there fighting for him for years, and then you meet a guy that you feel like you're in love with and you want to be with them forever type of situation, and then you decide to propose. You know what I mean? But I'm sitting over here and I'm replaying everything in my head, and I'm trying to find a way to say, okay, maybe I can see things Sean's way, and I am just not seeing it.
Good night, Satori. Good night.
Mr. Controversy.
Good night, Controversy.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. Good night. Thank you guys for joining. You guys are streaming on YouTube channel and Young and Fresh Radio. And also you're on from Clubhouse. So the World Radio Line is hearing you guys, and YouTube.
People are going.
Is hearing you.
Big up on yourself, everybody.
Yeah.
Hi, Satori. Hey, Controversy.
So for the persons who just joined, we're talking about, is it okay for a woman to go on their knees and say, will you marry me, to a guy?
Hell no, that's disrespectful.
I have so much to say on that. It's touchy simply because what a lot of people love to bring up is the fact that, women have fought for equality, right? Why is it that you don't want to be my equal and go on your knees just as though a man would? But in my opinion, I feel like, we need to leave some things as they are, because I don't see a problem with a man choosing to propose, because really it is a thing where women fall in love easy, and who to tell, like, imagine us going and proposing to so much people because we fall for them, a man can really sit down and
know when he's actually ready to settle down, and they do take a little while to do so, right? So, but you do have women that they just feel like there's nothing wrong with it. So, I mean, more power to them.
Okay. So to big up yourself. Big up
I
yourself.
don't know. If she proposed to me, I might say yes too.
My granny always say, "Love who love you."
Yeah, exactly.
That. So basically, if one woman proposes to no, it's okay.
Nah. Nah.
It's not okay for her. Repeat that.
I better woman that, man.
What kind of woman? Me not hear that.
The better woman, the best woman.
The best woman or the better woman will propose to you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that lightning a roll and thunder crash. Best woman.
Big up yourself, Skirt. How you pronounce your name, Skirt?
Skirt.
Skerrit says the better woman propose to a man.
Really best.
Why? The woman never said that. We have a few females in the group that say, no, me not propose to no man. And
so what happened? You can't put a ring on it?
They're married? Let me ask you this. They're married?
I don't know. You have to ask them that. Not married? The females who are not married yet?
No, been proposed to a couple times, but no.
Right. Listen, marriage is not all that it's cut out to be here. Especially when they have false intentions. Take it from someone who knows marriage is not what it's cut out to be, especially when they come with false intentions. And of course, I understand what everyone is saying in the room, but in today's society, women are meant to wait, not try to rush and trap men, and that's just how I look at it. Girls are cautioned against coming off as bossy. We tell whenever you see a assertive woman, they come off as being a mad black woman, especially if you're black. Even though even in the high seats of business and government, women are there, they still have their voice trampled by males. They're constantly mansplained. You understand? So we are constantly being told to be bold, but when we do things that are bold, it's considered to be a flaw. So
no. Here we know. You see, my wife have master's degree before I even start college. My wife drive before me. My wife have a place before me. My wife a boss. My wife independent and her own. You see me say? So I have no problem with strong, independent woman. I don't want no dead body. Listen, me no man. Let me finish. Me no want carry around no dead weight. All right. So I have to be independent and carry, and my wife has to be independent and carry. If my wife down, I carry my wife. If me down, my wife carry me. But I want a woman to love me even more than I love myself. You understand? So if a woman propose to me and a woman a hunt me and every woman that she want there and a cook and a clean and a make sure say me all right, that's the woman that me with a check for more than the woman who I can see and say, oh, that girl is pretty and look nice and always can dance up and wind up and everybody want her. No, I want who want me, and it has to be a powerful woman in Jesus' name.
My question is, who proposed? Did you propose to her or did she propose to you?
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Me propose, but only after she show me how much she want me.
But you answer the question then, Skirt, that we are proposing. Like, you understand? Yes, you see a powerful woman and you want her in your life and you propose. Put this the other way around. A woman may see a man, and because she loves the man and the man's powerful, you will hear that the woman has an agenda. You understand? She will come off as having an agenda. Okay, we are told to be we are told to be bold, right? When we are, it's considered to be a flaw, especially when it comes to relationship. I'm
Not
just
in my
saying,
eyes.
not
Not in
in
my
your
eyes.
eyes, but in society. And that is why I don't live for society. I live for myself. And unfortunately, that's what it's seen as. I am bold enough to propose to you, but then guess what? It comes off as me having a flaw, as me having insecurities, as me not wanting to wait, as in as
bitch.
exactly me being pushy.
No, sir, good man that.
You
Especially
understand?
if you bring more income, good man.
So, and another thing too, why can't you stay in your lane? Because this is supposed to be something that a man is supposed to do. And
Who said
it's
that?
just no, I'm just
Society.
saying exactly. That is how it comes off. So as a woman, as an independent woman who knows what she wants and knows the type of man she wants, goes after the man that she wants, right? The man that she's comfortable with, the man that she loves, it's frowned upon when she actually proposed to the man. No, exactly. Explain to
No,
us.
sir. Not to me.
Explain to us how are we supposed to feel, especially when social media is highlighting all of these things. As a woman at home, trying to like do the right thing, not live in a home that is not a matrimonial home. And that is actually going to drive some fear in us and say, okay, I'm not going to do that because of fear of the man rejecting us. That's
See,
how I
but
feel.
that's the thing. You say fear. You understand. You have to understand love is greater than fear. So you may be afraid of something and that's holding back your blessing. You see me?
Fear.
Let me say something. Now, if you know, if you and your partner roll for a little while, right? And you know your partner, you know that that's your soulmate, right? Him just not ask you first, and you ask him, and him say, "Cool, for real, yeah, right." What is wrong with that? Even if society and maybe friends and whatever say, "Man, you too boss here." If it works for you, for the both of you, if you propose, if the woman proposes, and it works for the both of you, there's nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day, marriage is this. Whenever one on the lay down in the hospital, family or friends can't come make no decision at all. It's either husband or wife make that decision, make any decisions. You understand? Family only have visiting hours. You understand? The wife or the husband, them have privilege to stay overnight. I look at it from that drastic standpoint. So if a woman knows her man and she knows what she wants, and she knows that this is where he wants, it's just that the man ask her yet, but she know her man, and I don't see anything wrong with a woman saying, "Hey, yo, make we go do this." You understand? We'll do everything else, make we go do this. You understand? And if it works for both of you, nobody else should be involved. Friends or society or family or whoever, it doesn't matter. That's just my point. It does not matter. As long as both of you are right with it, that's all that matters.
All right, Lucian.
Yo, let me give a big joke. You know, when me start, because before me married, you know, my wife was just a friend. You understand? Just a friend. You know, when me start really look on her different, when she invite me to a Bible study. You see me, she invite me a Bible study. I'm never go Bible study before. I'm say, oh, that girl is interested. So, yeah, okay, boom, go Bible study, and then we end up get baptized together. And the day we get baptized, we get together, I say, no, man, this is a real thing, man. Yeah, okay, so. And before that, because we did in a DJ world, and me retire, and the money now come in, and the girl pick me up, man, and drive me all about, and I'll pay my child support. And I say, no, man, I want to do that girl, and make she interested, so. You see me, I say, and nothing now go on for me, and she hold it. Yeah, I'm going to go back to college. Yeah, when I finish college, I get my big work now. You see me, I say? So all that to say, sometimes you have some little waste man where you see and the man love you half and you not study him, you not give him the blight, you him not have no money and nothing not go on for him. You see me, I say? And you know, realize, say, that little man there, the potential in that liquor man there can be the greatest thing. Right now, my wife don't have no worries in the world. Is that me say? Why? Because she see a liquor man, him retire, him down upon him luck, but she see the potential and she love him, can go Bible study, can go baptize, and boom, she get a real man now. You see me?
See that, Cheyenne?
Yeah, but
That's
that's to each his own, you know.
That's true.
That's a good story. That's to each his own. You know what I mean? I understand the story. You know, if you know your man, you know what I mean? If you know, your partner, your other half, or you can say your better half, then if a woman wants to marry him, then so be it. That's her decision. You understand? That is her decision. You know what I mean? To do that. Most women, if they want to propose, it's on them. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we women, get the backlash of a lot of things,
So
Even if you propose, we women get a backlash for a lot of things. You understand? And yet again, it's two of you. You know what I mean? You can shut out the whole world, but
yeah, but that's only in a perfect world, not to cut you, but that's only in a perfect world, because we can say it shouldn't matter. Say nobody get involved, but it does, doesn't it? Like it rough when your family are the closest people them to you. Feel your spouse or whatever. Rough.
Yo, hear this talk. Let me be a big
joke. I know family come and find out. Shut up about her personally. She has said.
Wait, no, let me get a family joke because.
No, we don't scare it. No, the fear where she has said, she said, she not propose to no man. So at the end of the day, she not have no outside. She not have no influence from no one. That's just her take on the whole situation.
That is my opinion.
That's her opinion. So she not
no problem. I can't.
So she don't have no influence from no outside individual. She's just she that. So that's her take. You understand me? I say,
yeah, man, and she allowed to have that take. Yeah,
I would shun a woman who proposed to a man. That's her business, and that's if she loves that man to the point where she wants to be him for the rest of her life. That is her. Kudos to her. More power to her. You understand? If she knows her man like that, I don't see nothing wrong with it. But in my opinion, it's a man's duty to propose to a woman. That is my opinion. That is just my opinion. If you look back,
equal rights.
If you look back, way back in the day, up until now, it's always the man's job to propose to a woman.
I would say it's the man's job, but I definitely think a man's supposed to propose to a woman. Because me feel the same way or she feel. Me not propose to a man either, but do I think it's every man's duty? Nah.
Question. So where's this book that says a man should propose to a woman? Where's
that's
the blueprint?
What I said. So this is what I just said. Listen to what I just said.
No, where's the blueprint?
What I just said was, I don't think it's no man's duty. So I mean, I think it's no man's job to propose, right? Because me nah say that, and me nah knock no woman we want to propose to our man neither. I'm welcome that. That's beautiful. Do your thing, but for me no, me nah do it either. Me nah feel like me. Maybe that's all my all married to, but me nah propose to a man either. I think a man should propose to me.
Yeah. Everybody to themselves.
And that work for you. And as I said, me personally, as a man, me propose to my wife. I propose to my wife. You understand? But in the overall scheme of things, looking at everything, you understand? Me know say my wife I'm married to right now. Me know say she was my wife like a couple weeks in. Me decide say yeah, I this You understand? We dated for about a year and a half before me actually proposed to her. But a couple weeks in, me say yeah, I hate this. And we thought now, after 16, 17 years of married, we thought now, we realized that she did this make up our mind, say, well, I hate this. You understand? Now, if she had said to me during the time we had dated, if me that take too long and she did say to me, say, yo, yeah, make we do this, because, we come this far and whatever. It will be no problem for me because I was of the mindset. It would just be like, yo, you forced me upon it. You know, but I understand where you ladies are coming from. You understand? It traditionally and how we grew up and culturally, it is the man's responsibility to put a ring on it. You understand? To make sure say him say, yeah, well, yeah, you are I choose you and make we do this.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Wait, no, let me add to what
just
Lucian
reset
said.
the room. Give me a second. All right. Go ahead. Who was that? Spirit?
Yeah. So Lucian is saying is 100% correct, right? And I have no problem with any young woman that say they're not proposing. My problem is with the young woman who say that it wrong. Well, I mean it wrong, not name wrong. If a woman want to propose, let her propose to a man. You see me say? You cannot frown upon that just because that's not your decision. It's not a sin. If it's a sin to propose to a man, then yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a sin. It's not written in the Bible say, thou shalt not propose to thy husband to a man. No. When you read the Bible, they have a woman named Naomi. And Naomi asks question about Boaz. And Naomi go after Boaz and make sure say she size him up and flash off herself and all these things and make Boaz have to say, oh, who this? And when Boaz approach, he say, hey, you know, say, you're my kingsman redeemer. You know what I mean? Say, you supposed to get that thing, yeah? Boaz say, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So me like them little thing they, where women have to show themselves, so they want me. You understand? Because my grandmother teach me that and I teach my sons them that too. Love who love you. Because if you go after the girl you want, when you make a one mistake, she can say, I never want you anyway. You can run me down. Yeah. But when a woman come to you and she'll want you and she'll tell you how much she like you and that's the girl for you.
My question is
when you make a mistake, she gonna say, oh honey, it's okay. I still love you.
Okay, my question is this. You have, like, example, your wife, right? She has done, she's been there for you throughout thick and thin. She's helped you along the way. And she proposed to you, right?
No. Me proposed to
No. And she proposed to you.
Just
right?
an example.
It's an example. And she proposed to you, right? But she loves you more than you love her. Would you accept her proposal, even though she has done a lot for you? Because at the end of the day, we women tend to do a lot for a man that we love. We go over and beyond for the men that we love to show them that we love them. And at the end of the day, sometimes it does not work out. In the day, a man can say, you know what, I'm going to propose to her because I know she's going to be by my side. She's going to love me for the rest of my life. But yet, at the same breath that he says that, he goes ahead and cheats constantly on her. Because he knows at the end of the day, if she didn't want to marry me, I'm going to marry her because she love me and she'll do anything for me. Is it right? You know what I mean? Because then, we as women, then we get frowned upon. Like, you know what? You should never marry him. You see what happened? You know what I mean? Like,
I agree with you.
The other guy said, you have to know your partner. You know what I mean? You have to know your partner. You have to get to know you. If you get to know your partner and you guys are in one accord, it doesn't matter who proposes. It doesn't really matter who proposes as long as you and that person is on one accord.
Okay, let me reset
then it doesn't really matter.
room. Controversy, you wanted to say something? Hold on,
No,
I wanted to say something, but after you reset.
Reset it. Let me say
All
something.
right, let me reset.
Reset.
All right, go ahead. Who wanted to say something?
Me. So, question.
Okay, so I'm talking about is it okay for females to propose to their man? Is it okay?
So, Cheyenne, let me ask you a question. We are dealing with love, right? And you are dealing with love. So we are all right. And when we proposal is concerned, it has to come from a state of love. We proposal is concerned, right? So, but for me, based on my opinion, it's like you take the negative side, right? Why never stay to the positive and look on the positive side of if you do it, rather than because you start thinking about what society are gonna say if you if you propose and him walk out on you? But what if him propose same way? You do everything for him and you show you say love him, but in a female you don't know a man heart, you know. You don't know fully to what extent. You can probably he might love you, but guess what? He might love you, but in love with him ex. You know where I come from? So you have to look on that side. So you can't know one person just by facial. Action can tell him still can't still hold back. Him not give 150%. He might give 50%, but in a year that might be enough, or might be that's the way you accept. But him knowing probably can get 150 more overwhelmed you. So my opinion is that why you stay to I think you
but the point is not for him, no. The point is for she, no.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But she still remember, you know, she still she gonna use the fact that she think him love her to the extent he might go overboard when him still might not even in love with her, but just love her, not in love with her. If she can't you never say, I love you, you know. I love you. But he might not be in love with you.
Love something upon you.
Here's what I say, and then when I check it out, and I'm going in love with somebody over there, somebody from him past, but him love you.
So what that mean now?
Well, basically, me want to add this, you know. Some ladies, you know, say the man worthless, and you're still there with him, and then you get heartbroken, right? When you meet a worthless man, woman, boy, I go and encourage you. Don't try to change him. If him worthless, him just worthless. If you meet him and him have him woman, and you run in panic now, don't expect him to give you the better treatment.
Getting the same treatment.
You're gonna get the same thing. And I may tell you that from life experience, because I never born a Christian. I became a Christian when I was an adult. You see me? You wait a what this man and him have him woman, and you run in and you get your cut, and then you take him up. What you expect to happen? The same stick will lick the tame dog, or the same stick will lick the wild one. You see me?
Yeah, but that no must happen, right? That's
not necessarily.
You see me? So me no know.
I wanted to say this.
Me never see it happen no other way.
I think the whole thing of a male proposing served a purpose as well, because remember, back in the day, what they would also do is to ask the father's permission. You know, oh, can I take her hand in marriage? That's not a practice that I see that's really done anymore. So I think it's just a matter of things changing. I think it's almost inevitable for that to become a norm for females to propose. No, I'm not saying that it's wrong, but I'm just saying, like, in my opinion, like, I think if I had to paint a perfect picture, you know, I would want the male to propose.
Got you.
Because at the end of the day, you know, I have a female, the female are going to ask for the man and the marriage.
So, Sayana, let me ask you this. What happens now if a man proposes to a woman and she now go out and cheat and give it a thing? How the man supposed to feel?
Same way how a woman feels when a man does it.
And the same way I feel if my wife proposed to me. You see me? I feel good when my wife proposed to me, and I'll feel terrible if my wife cheat on me. God forbid. You see me say? So
equality.
The thing is equal. You know, understand, is to each his own. My opinion, it's my opinion. Like I said before, if I love a man, I would do anything for him. But the only thing I'm not going to do is propose.
Got you.
You know.
What's your time span on a person to propose to you?
Pick up a what list. You understand? Never that. You know what I mean? But I would do anything for a man that is trying to achieve his goal. I'm going to be his backbone. You know what I mean? I'm going to be I'm going to be that neck to keep him straight. You understand? I'm going to be there through thick and thin, whatever, you know, marriage is. Understand?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Today is that my opinion is I would like a man to propose to me. Now, if my opinion changed, but as of right now,
It not change right now, Shauna, right?
It not change, and I don't think it's going to change because at the end of the day, that's just my opinion. I want a man. I can, but I want a man to show me that you love me. Also, it has to be a two-way street. If you know your man and he knows you, then yes, you could propose to him. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with a woman proposing to a man, and there's nothing wrong with a man proposing to a woman. And
but you would prefer.
Good night, Michelle.
But
Good
I
night.
would prefer.
Guys, let me just reset the room. Let me just reset the room, please. 1 minute. Good night, everybody who just joined the room. You are live on Young and Fresh Radio. We are also streaming on our YouTube channel, and we're at Clubhouse. So if anybody's on the YouTube and you're on Clubhouse, you can just jump over to Clubhouse because I'll be cutting the YouTube off shortly, and I'll also be cutting the stream off the radio shortly too. Thanks to everybody who tuned in on the radio, the YouTube, Clubhouse. Each and every Wednesday, I am here with Lady Nikki. Come back with chat 9 to 11, and sometime it goes over like right now. But I'll be cutting off the YouTube in 5 minutes and the radio streaming in 5 minutes. Okay, so thank you so much for joining with me.
I have a question.
Guys, you can go ahead now.
Do you have a time period on when you should get married?
For me, I would say a man should know if he wants to marry or stay with that woman in the future for 6 months.
There's
no time period.
There's no time period. How long would you wait for a man to marry?
There's no time period. You can meet a man tomorrow, or a woman can meet a man tomorrow, and they get married right away. You understand? There's no time period.
Not I said the cat hat. Not I.
There's no time period. If you love a man and a man love you, what's the sense of waiting to get married? You understand?
Speaking from experience, do not do it. Get to know the person.
Exactly. Only for just see you and know some love you.
Shauna, trust me. I am telling you, see me and live with me.
All right,
two
so
different things.
Big up to me, Young and Fresh family. Big up to me,
drop some
YouTube family. Love Uno, thank you so much for being there with me from 9 o'clock until what time is it now? 11:36. Zylan, big up yourself. It was good to have you on Young and Fresh Radio. Guys, remember, you can go to the App Store and download our app, YUNGFRESH Radio. YouTube, just like, share, and subscribe. And remember, we're also on IG, so just go ahead and do the right thing. Stay connected with us. Follow us on the IG. You can also follow me at my personal page, which is Lady Nikki, LADIINIKKI. And y'all know I love and appreciate the support. My Young and Fresh Radio DJ team, I love you, and everybody in the group chat, love you. Stacy, Jody, all on big up on yourself. Melissa, big up on yourself. Jewsland family, no big up on yourself. Love no glamour, big up yourself. I'm out of here. Thank you, Mitch. There was a lot that I don't know about the promotion.
Listen, I get it. I understand. Like, for instance, my cousin,